As we start to come into the new year, as the season changes, I feel like everyone always goes for a rebrand. Everyone wants to feel different. Everyone wants to change themselves, whether that's in the way that they look, New Year's resolutions, diet, workout, whatever it is. I feel like we are constantly seeking change, and something that I did this year was constantly evolve. And I feel like that reflected through the content that I made, and also just with the things that I would talk to you guys about. I was constantly challenging myself and asking myself things and making sure I wouldn't get to the end of the year and think, hey, I need to do this on the first of the month of year 2026, and that's when I can change. When I was going through the many different phases of this year within myself, I was very vocal about it in my own way, and I made a lot of content about it. And I just feel like that was something that was different from what I have usually done and what people usually do when it comes to the new year, because we always say we want to start new things, and then we get to the first and then it's like it just kind of dwindles throughout the year. But I spoke about it, I showed it, I shared it in my own way. Whether you guys saw that or not, I don't know. That's up for interpretation, I suppose. In my last video, I left off with, a reinvention of self. And how am I going to do that for the spring and summertime? Well, the truth is that I have been constantly evolving throughout the year. And although it's had its challenges, it's been kind of fun too. So I'm going to share with you guys my Pinterest board, how I was kind of feeling artistically and aesthetically. We can get into spiritually. And I just think the aim for this video is to share with you guys that you don't always need to wait for the first, and you don't need to constantly have your reinvention of self clear in your mind, because for me, nothing about this year and myself has been clear. It's just a concept that I've been playing with, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay, so this is where I lose some of you guys, scare some of you guys, or gain some of you guys. And honestly, all valid. Spiritually, I have been, what's the word? I've been exploring my faith and spirituality, okay? I got myself a study Bible. This is just something that I wanted to do for myself. I mean, this is obviously something I'm doing personally for me, so do with that as you will. But I got the NIV version. Apparently that was the best one to get, I believe, because I'm a beginner with, everything. This one's super pretty. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a gorgeous Bible. The more things I have like this, it replaces any sort of scrolling. To have something to do, something crafty, something to study, you won't feel as much of a need to scroll. Personally, I wanted a study Bible so I could take my own notes, and I ended up buying, I'm not joking, these highlighters and pens. You're gonna cringe when I tell you how much they cost, okay? I paid $60 for these. 60. Do you want me to read the word? Do you want me to read the word? Because I'm literally that, to me, that was crazy. But I also had a very beautiful bookmark, but then Lenny chewed off all of the string, and then I found it in his shit this morning. So that was awesome. I'm almost through the book of Genesis, and yeah, it's hard. It's hard. So yeah, this is a way that you can kind of play around with reinventing yourself. It doesn't need to be this specifically, but if you have the time and the privilege to think about your spirituality and your faith, and that's something that you want to question, that's kind of fun. So that's something that I've been doing. Next thing, guys, next thing. I'm gonna say this has literally been the most fun and the best thing that I've ever implemented into my life, okay? And that is a coloring book. Now, I'm not for cancel culture, but cancel adult coloring books. When I first got a coloring book, it was an adult coloring book. There were too many lines. It was too much. There was way too much going on, and it wasn't fun. It took out all of the fun. And what I love about this is it's big, I can really color in, and you have to get these markers with the dual tip, the thin side and then the thick side. Instead of scrolling, this is so relaxing, and I thoroughly enjoy this. I got this a couple of days ago. Look how many pages I've done, okay? We've done a lot. And you know what? Here's the thing, it's kind of ugly. There are parts of it, this is ugly, but I think what I love about it is it doesn't mean anything. This coloring book means nothing. I'm doing it purely for the satisfaction of myself, okay? Really want to reiterate, if you've tried a coloring book, but you've got one of those adult ones where there's just too much going on, please try one of these, the ones where it's just like big and you can color it in. This one's from Kmart and they have heaps of these types. This is the Cozy and Calm one. It's the best thing ever. Oh, it's so much fun. I never understood the coloring girlies. Now I do. Study Bible and this over scrolling. And yes, it is like, it's extra work. It's harder to do this than it is to pick up your phone and scroll. But it feels better. Mentally, you feel better. And also my brain is just less clogged with like shit, to be honest. I think I actually get hypnotized doing this coloring book because I can't stop. I will do this all day. If I have nothing to do, I'm doing this all day. It's actually kind of concerning. Please just try coloring with these dual tip markers, like the big ones, and these really simple, easy coloring books, okay? You're gonna love it. You're gonna thank me. It's so nice. Like, I think the scribble and like the hand movements takes over the like hand fixation of scrolling, you know? So this is just something that honestly is peaceful. It's a peaceful thing to do. And I think that's something that I'm gonna be bringing into my 2026, but also that I've been focusing on in 2025, and that is protecting your peace. If you're scrolling through brain rot, how much time and energy and like faith in humanity, honestly, are you giving up? Think about it. Food for thought. Cozy and calm coloring, something to study. Who needs a phone? Who needs a phone? Pinterest boards. Each year I give myself a Pinterest board to just pin random things into. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to have a theme. It's just like anything that I'm feeling, but specifically this year I was going for a rebrand, or at least I was like feeling like a rebrand. I don't think I kind of like aesthetically gave myself a rebrand, but in my head I did, and I've been approaching things really differently. So in my mind and like spiritually, things felt very rebrand. That also will eventually like slowly reflect in the media that I post and the media that I consume. So Pinterest is something that it's like media I'm so happy to consume because it just doesn't feel at all toxic. And I thought we could go over, this is like a mixture of the start of the year, and then I had another board that I merged into this one, and it was like towards the end of the year, like anytime that I would have sort of like a breakdown or like I felt like I needed to refresh and try something new, I would put it into this board, and I've kind of merged it all into one. So you're seeing different phases of me throughout the year, like especially this photo here. That's just like how I have felt all year, you know, like I'm trying to like grind. I'm just out here, guys. I'm just a struggling artist out here. Hopefully not struggling soon though, because you know why? I've got a lot of like manifestation, like this one here, manifest a social media blow up. Now it hasn't happened yet, but it will happen. Like it is going to happen to me. I'm sorry guys, I've done this YouTube thing for way too long for it to not happen. It's gonna happen. It's happening for me, and you guys can help me with that. But I create content that resonates deeply with my audience and attracts a massive following. Like that was something that was so important to me, because you see, I would love for my creativity, my videography to be my job, but it's equally as important to me to have it be like so authentic to me. Like I really struggle with algorithms and like trying to bend to, I don't know, like brain rot, like what everyone wants to see. Like I just want to like stay doing what I'm doing. So I know that all of this hard work and all of the setbacks is for a reason, and I feel like that reason is going to be because whatever video it is that blows up, whatever it is that makes it for me, it's going to be me at my most authentic self. Like it's going to be for me, like not me pretending to be something that I'm not. I have so much pole dance stuff, like you guys know, or if you don't, I love pole dancing. It's my second personality. It is my personality. You might even see I've got a lot of graphics here, and I will see this one. Do you guys see how this has inspired the Almost Years title? So just things like that you can take and create and make your own. Like it's just the embodiment of like taking media and using it to create art yourself. I like to think that I change things up enough to make it my own. But you can see there's sort of like inspo there with the big E right there and the T. So I did that with my logo as well. I've got another one. Let me show you. So this one here, can you guys tell? This fully inspired my pole dance diaries logo, like you can see with the arrow here. I just love that I've put something into a board, I've looked at it, I've been so inspired by it that I've been able to create out of that. And when I saw this and I was like, that would look really good with the logo, and then a logo would be really cool to have with like a sort of series. It's just really cool to kind of turn that into the videos that you guys have seen. Lots of like, anytime you see things like this, that's just like full logo inspiration. Okay, so you can see here at the start of the year, this is the bottom of the board, so much Nessa Barrett, please excuse me. Like, she is this year's hyperfixation. I love her so much. Like, I don't really know what to do about it. I don't. I love Nessa Barrett and I'm not gonna hide it. I'm sick of hiding it from the world. I love her so much. Josh knows how much I love her, and she was just like all over my Pinterest board, okay? All over my Pinterest board. That's why you're seeing a lot of her. She is the vibe. I think at the start of the year, and I think in general, I don't really have much of a style because the clothes that I have are the clothes that I got. So I don't really know how to dress myself, but I feel like I give off this sort of like messy, grungy vibe. Would you guys say? I don't know. I feel like it's up for interpretation. We had so many like bangs, okay? Bangs, and I've done it. I think I'm really loving this look because I have a widow's peak. It goes a bit like, and it's not the straight bangs, but I feel like it suits me. You guys let me know. Like, I low-key feel like this is like a bit of a look, like it's kind of like it's weird, but I like it, and that's what's important, right? Like, if I like it. So yeah, bangs on the Pinterest board. I didn't even mean to, like, I wasn't planning on having bangs, but it's just happened. Yeah, I feel like I was really like loving the whole rock star vibe at the start of the year, and then I was just a bit more in my wholesome phase. Like, look at all these little quotes that are amazing, just getting inspired by people talking, like seeing people online like being super authentic. I don't know, not feeling so shy or hiding themselves away, and then all of a sudden that kind of turned into me really challenging myself, my thoughts and ideas. That kind of reflected on my board here. Love this one so much. Every artist you admire has been judged. They insisted on being seen anyway. So love that. This one's important. Always just like tapping into your inner child. Yeah, this has been the vibe for this year so far. I don't know what that shows you guys about me, but I do feel like Pinterest gives you such a good indication of who someone is. Not fully, not deeply, but like you can be like, okay, I get it. I get you and your vibe, and I feel like you guys can kind of understand me a bit more with this Pinterest board. So look, perhaps some of you clicked on this video thinking that I was going to show you all the ways in which that you could change your aesthetic, look different, look cool, be that girl for the new year. In reality, there is no aesthetic that's going to make you be a new person. I really encourage everyone to play with new ideas, the way that they think about the world, how they envision their life. Try envision your world and the way that you want it to be. Quite literally romanticize it and start doing the things that you enjoy doing. Start thinking the way that you want to think, but you've got to figure out what that is first, because you can cut your bangs, you can dye your hair, you can get brand new clothes, or, you know, jump onto the next micro trend, but it's just not going to cut it. The way that you envision yourself looking at the start of the year is always going to be different, and it's going to change throughout the year. I just feel like there needs to be less of a focus on how you look and turn it more into like the things that you are doing, the person that you are when no one's around, the person that you are for others. Funnily enough, I feel like this was a year that I had literally no time to think about the way that I physically look to the world, but in turn, I've had so much mental and spiritual growth. I've had a lot of challenges, I've had a lot of things that I've had to question, and I definitely feel different from last year's Clarissa. If you want to start visualizing your life and yourself, highly recommend the Pinterest board method, but also picking up little things to protect your peace. Have time alone with your thoughts. Don't go on your phone so much. Start doing things for you, because oftentimes we're doing things for other people. Towards the end of the year, you're going to see more and more videos showing you how to be that girl. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with like wanting to look different, but I promise you the change comes from within. And as cheesy as that sounds, it's true. I think a lot of us will be happier when we focus more on the way that we feel and the way that our aura reflects to the world rather than our physical appearance. I know we're gonna see a lot of people doing that for the new year, so I challenge you guys to come back to this video and just work on yourself internally. Also, I've already started working on my 2026 Pinterest board, so if you wanna get the vibe, I'll link it down below. I wanna see your guys' Pinterest boards. Hope you guys are well, hope this helped, and I'll see you all in the next one.